Gumby said, can you share your thoughts on weed and other recreational drugs and being the highest version of a male you could be? Okay, so I always preach to youngsters. Don't get me wrong. I know some high-functioning people, some people who do quite well, who smoke a bit of weed, who take a bit of cocaine. I myself and Andrew have never taken any drugs ever. And every time I say I've never taken any drugs, some loser, and it's always a weed guy. It's always some guy stoned on weed with no money starts saying, well, cigars and coffee are technically drugs. It's never someone who's teetotal. It's never someone who's a heroin addict. It's a weed guy every single time. Then when I say that weed is one of the most dangerous drugs of all because it halts your ambition, it stops you from being unhappy with your current crap situation. You play your PlayStation, you eat your pizza, you smoke your weed. That's a good day. That's a bad day for me. And it's a bad day for you if you minus the weed. I think it's a horribly dangerous drug, and people who smoke it really, really do need to stop. And every single time this comes up, it's, well, Elon Musk. Don't say Elon Musk to me. He doesn't advocate weed. He doesn't even say he smokes weed. He took a puff once on one podcast ever. Now, if you're going to use what's called an argument from authority at me, an argument of authority is, well, this person's rich and important and blah, blah, so he's a weed guy. One, he's not a weed guy. Two, if you're going to rely on arguments from authority, the smarter, richer person saying something about weed means he's right, then I'm right and you're wrong. Because I'm rich and I'm smart and you're broke and you're dumb and you smoke weed. So you just admitted I'm right.
Tristan, nicotine's a drug.
No,
we have to talk about this.
Listen.
I'm actually concerned.
You're not concerned. Weed is a horrible drug.
Did you have coffee today?
Yes, I had like 25 coffees.
So you're a drug addict.
I drank so many coffees that I actually traveled through time.
So you're a drug addict.
This is tomorrow.
You're a drug addict.
Yeah.
I'm doing a podcast with a drug addict.
So
we admit you're a drug addict.
So all drugs, and no, this doesn't count.
So you admit you're a drug addict.
Are bad for you. So you should avoid drugs at all costs.
Someone else says something about more plates, more dates, not realizing that cigars increase free testosterone. Do they? Cool.
Yeah, they do. Thank you, Matthew Gallagher. I appreciate it. Weed smokers always have an excuse to smoke.
Weed smokers always have an excuse.
Always have an excuse. Well, it's actually it cures cancer. Let me tell you in one sentence why it doesn't cure cancer. Bob Marley died of cancer. It clearly doesn't. Because I don't think anyone has ever in human history smoked more weed than that guy, and cancer fucking killed his ass. And cancer isn't funny. God rest his soul. But clearly, that isn't true.
True.